What's up guys, it is Peyton of the Average Gamer, and today I'm coming at you with another commentary. This one is a Black Ops domination on map, whatever this is, Stadium, and I'm using the AK-47. It's golden, of course, swag level over 9,000, but this commentary is not going to be about the gameplay. It is instead going to be about homosexuality. This is a controversial topic that I just actually wrote an essay on in English. First of all, my stance on it is that homosexuals should be accepted in our society and should have all the rights as other citizens. I think that's the only fair solution to this, and I'm going to be justifying it. First of all, homosexuality is not a choice. It is natural, and it is, once again, it is a characteristic, not some characteristic given at birth, not something that people choose to be. And by the way, I was trolling this game. If you see my clan tag, it was troll, and I was using second chance just because I was so mad at the game at this time. But anyways, it seems so egregious because homosexuality is not a choice that they are discriminated against. It's no different in principle from racism or discrimination against people of a certain religion. And that's kind of what gets my goat about the whole thing, is that they can't help it. Why should they be hated? And why should they not get the same rights as everyone else? And homosexuality is not a choice, and that is shown so clearly because homosexuals they show traits much more prevalently, certain traits much more prevalently, such as being left-handed, being the younger brother of an older brother, and having a counterclockwise hair roll. And those are just some of the examples. There are more. But now, if that is the case, and this traits also given at birth are prevalent among homosexuals, then that would definitely lead to the conclusion that homosexuality is as well given at birth. And another good piece of information, I suppose, would be that excuse me, I just lost my train of thought for a second. Another good piece of information would be that animals display homosexuality. This includes sheep, and it includes rats, and it includes fruit flies. Like many animals, almost all of the ones that have been studied. And that would definitely lead someone to the conclusion that it is also natural. How would you feel if you were in your same society and you were looked down upon and unaccepted, and you were given not the same rights, you were given less than equal rights? You were basically a second-class citizen because of a trait that you had inherited at birth. This is a horrible scenario that a contingent of Americans go through in their entire life. And I don't think this should be the case. Studies have shown by the National Gay and Lesbian Task Force that 90% of homosexuals have been harassed or have been victims of violence on account of their sexual orientation. This is ridiculous that our society, who is proud of ourselves for quote-unquote overcoming racism and overcoming religious discrimination, is still practicing this horrible unjustness. And I think that our society in general needs to be far more open-minded towards this subject, and that we should accept quote-unquote homosexuals into our society. And in addition to this, they should be able to marry and have all the rights that come with that. Some of those that many don't realize, it's not just marriage, it's filing joint taxes, which has a great financial benefit, and it's, I don't know, there are a bunch of other things too, such as being able to see a loved one in the hospital. So in conclusion, this bigoted discrimination is egregious, just as racism is, and should be eliminated entirely from our society. I have about a minute more to talk, so I'm going to address some counter-arguments, and yeah, let's go. Some of the prevalent counter-arguments is that it's not a characteristic, it's an act. And that's kind of a ridiculous sentiment, because if those same people were told that they couldn't be heterosexual, then I guarantee you that they would not be able to resist that act. as well as many of them are quoting Bible scriptures and saying that this is a religious country, whereas that is true, and I am personally religious myself. This is a ridiculous sentiment to put across and smash everyone upside the head with, since many of the people in our country are not homosexual. This is no different than saying, since you're on a diet, or since I'm on a diet, you can't have that donut. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all very much for watching. Please leave a comment and a rating.